All right. Incredible new poll. Now, when we look at polling, we look at it in context. We look at it considering that we are still 12 and a half months away from the presidential election. We know polling isn't everything, but polling can give us an idea of the direction of many different elements of what is taking place. Our suspicion when Robert F. Kennedy Jr. launched a second presidential campaign as an independent. Remember, he had his first big launch as a Democrat, challenging Joe Biden in the primary. That went nowhere. He started at 20%, lost half of his support down to 10. Clearly, he was not going to defeat Joe Biden in a primary. So Robert F. Kennedy Jr. 1 or 2 weeks ago announced another presidential campaign, this time as an independent. My suspicion, and that of others, and that of MAGA, by the way, they're panicking too, was, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. as an independent might actually take away more votes from Donald Trump if he is the nominee than Joe Biden. Well, why would that be the case? The reason would be that a bunch of Robert F. Kennedy Jr. support comes from MAGA anyway, that those in the Democratic Party who plan to vote RFK instead of Biden have probably already made that decision and already show up in the polling. But as the beleaguered Donald Trump gets closer and closer to November, if he's embroiled in these criminal trials and so on, it is Robert F. Kennedy Jr. who might be able to pick off more MAGA voters than he would Biden voters. The general gist is RFK has reached a ceiling with Democrats, but he has a lot of headroom when it comes to Republicans. We have amazing new polling, which appears to confirm this. This is from NPR PBS NewsHour. And what this poll finds is that in a hypothetical three-way contest, Robert F. Kennedy gets 16%. That's right in the neighborhood of where he's been. And this leaves Biden at 44 and Trump at 37, putting Biden +7 over Donald Trump, in great part thanks to RFK. As many of you know, without the inclusion of Robert F. Kennedy Jr., this appears to be a very tight race. Now, I've already told you, it is early when it comes to hypothetical national polling. If Trump is the nominee, it's going to motivate many Democrats to come out and vote. It will probably be good for Joe Biden. But forgetting about all of that, if you look at this NPR PBS NewsHour poll, when they do Biden versus Trump, it's Biden +3. The addition of Kennedy gives Biden 4 additional points because Kennedy takes much more from Trump than he does for Biden. Other new polling, there's a dailymail.com poll, which has Trump +1, not a great pollster. There's a Morning Consult poll, which has Biden up 2 over Trump and up 3 over DeSantis. There is a CNBC Heart Research poll, which says Trump is up big. And then you have a bunch of premise polls, which are very good for Republicans. So our concern today is with the role of Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Now, if it is indeed believable, if it passes the sniff test, if it's true that RFK hurts Trump more than Biden, it might be a pretty slick thing for a Democratic super PAC to start running ads with side-by-sides Trump's vaccine opinions and RFK Jr.'s vaccine opinions, showing that they are very much aligned. This would likely dissuade Democratic voters from thinking about going to RFK Jr., and it might entice MAGA voters to go towards RFK Jr. That would be a very interesting sort of political ad for someone to fund. I don't know that anybody's going to do that, but it's certainly something that should be looked into. So this, I think, is a great thing. We talk about, well, could Cornel West be a spoiler? It seems like Cornel West's campaign is completely dead. He's not even polling in many of these. So I'm less concerned about Cornel West being a spoiler for Joe Biden. We should do everything we can to help RFK Jr. be a spoiler for Donald Trump. It would be an absolutely beautiful thing to see.